So today I'm going to have a bit of a rant about slimming clubs. If you love them, if they work for you, this video is not for you. Carry on scrolling. But if you've had a bad experience with slimming clubs, or they're really frustrating you right now, or you're stuck in a point where you're like, I don't understand what I'm doing, why am I putting weight on, I've gone back to the club, I've been there 3 weeks, what's going on? The reason this video has been triggered is because I was scrolling the other day and I came across somebody's post. Obviously I follow a lot of fitness accounts, a lot of weight loss accounts, and this just popped up. Now, this has been increased from 2.5 to 7 sins, a lamb shank. So my question to you guys that have maybe done these kind of points and sin system, what do you do when an item that you're having changes so drastically in points or sins? Like, what do you do? So there you are on a Sunday having your lovely lamb shank from, I'm not sure where that's from, but anyway, maybe Alder. You're having your lovely lamb shank, enjoying it. All of a sudden, it's gone from 2.5 to 7 sins. What do you do? Do you have to cut out your dessert later on? Do you have to cut out your skinny whip bars later on? Do you have to cut out that drink that you had in the evening? Like, what do you actually do? And then another one. So this chicken curry from Tesco was 4 sins. It's now 9.5. That's more than double. If you was having this on a Wednesday and it was fitting into your meals, you're like, yeah, can have some rice, some naan bread with it, enjoy that on a Wednesday. What are you doing now? Like, it's just doubled. Do you cut that item out of your food? Do you just say, I can't eat chicken curry ever again? Do you cut things elsewhere? And why? Why is it doubled in points? Like, has the recipe changed? No. Has the calories changed? No. Like, what's the reason? And that's what frustrates me, that they do not tell you why they are changing these things. They don't come along and go, do you know what? Chicken curry, it's not good for you anymore. We've just decided, let's double the points. Well, more than double the points. I mean, you're going to be frustrated, surely. You're having to keep up all the time with what's now sins, what's now points. Like, how do you keep up? Do they email you? Do they tell you? I don't know. There was about 2-3 years ago, I remember around Christmas time, I was working in the gym, so must have been at least 2 years ago, if not 3. Muller Light yogurts were free food. Eat as many as you want, it's free. I saw a newspaper article, some woman was eating up to 15 a day, right? 99 calories each, great. Have a couple throughout your day, like, not an issue. But 15, that is 1,500 calories coming from yogurt. Yes, there's a bit of protein in there, but not in the Muller Light ones as like other yogurts are. You know, like, it's not very filling. Like, when it's going in your stomach, it's not taking ages to digest. It'll be very quickly digestible. So it makes no sense that she was having 15 a day to obviously curb her hunger or her appetite. I don't know. But anyway, she was in uproar because obviously now it was no longer a free food and she was going to have to point or sin it, whichever slimming club it was. Now, I saw that news article and I was just like, this is mental. Like, someone's having 15 yogurts. Like, these type of clubs give you the wrong impression. They give you free foods. Yes, great, you know, fill up on fruit and veg. If you don't want to count them, that's fine. But to give you like a yogurt or a chocolate bar that's kind of like sin-free makes no sense. And then to like put 7 sins on your lamb shank now. Like, what's changed? Like, you could have been enjoying that on a Sunday. Now you're going to have to change your diet. Comment below and let me. What do you do? Let me know even. What do you do when things change? Points, sins, whatever. Like, do you cut something out? Or just carry on as normal? Because then if you're carrying on as normal, technically you're over-sinning or over-pointing. Then technically you're not supposed to be losing weight. But these products haven't changed at all. Just overnight the sins changed or the points changed. Like, this is what doesn't make sense to me. You don't know what is going on. If all of a sudden I had a Freddo today, love Freddos, 99 calories, great. Tomorrow I scanned the barcode in MyFitnessPal and it came up as 200 calories. I'd be like, but it's not changed. It's not any bigger, it's not any smaller. Exactly the same product. It's just doubled in calories. Like, what's happened? Like, I'd be really frustrated because obviously I calorie count and I understand that metric system. So a lot of people don't like calorie counting and they get really frustrated because they can't do it. And yes, it's like anything. You did not get in a car and just drive off. You had to probably have at least 20 lessons. If you had less than 20, you was a natural. But you would have had at least 20 lessons in a car to learn how to drive it. It's the same with anything. Calorie counting is a learned skill. I put a post up the other day and I said I'd not been to the gym, I'd not been calorie counting. I'd not been really getting any steps in. I'd been shocking for about 10 days and I've lost weight. Because I understand the principles behind weight loss and how to do it. Whether I'm counting calories or not, I know what calories are in things. I have people going, oh, how many calories do you reckon are on this meal? Well, about this much. Because I've done it for years. Calorie counting is a practice skill. Once you have it forever. I put on my story yesterday, there's a girl that did my 4-week fat loss course about 2 years ago that's still using those principles that I taught her, because what I taught her doesn't change. It doesn't change over time. It is timeless. Whereas this could change next week. How do you even know? What if a lamb shank goes from 2 to 7 and then goes to 10 next week? Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to change your food? And this is what really frustrates me. They are hiding the secret from you, which is no secret. It's calories in, calories out. They just want to make it complicated enough to keep you guessing all the time, so you keep paying them and you keep going back. My coaching, you pay for my coaching. When you are ready to go it alone, off you go. I never have to speak to you again because I know that you know things. I'm always here for support for previous clients. As you saw, if you saw that story with that client that said about the 4-week fat loss, you know, I messaged you after that and said, great, love that you know what you're doing. If you do get stuck, just give me a shout. Because I'm more than happy to help anyone, as I'm more than happy to help any of you guys that drop into my inbox and ask me a question. I am there for you. So if this has triggered you and you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. Click the unfollow button. I will not be upset. I do not mind. I'm here for the people that are frustrated by these things, like me, that want to know the answers, that want to know how to lose weight and how to kind of move forward with the weight loss and not have to guess what sins are. You scan a barcode, it tells you how many calories is. It's never going to change unless for some reason the recipe changes or the product package size changes, which obviously they do time to time. Things shrink in size. But other than that, you know, it's probably going to be less calories. It's not going to be more. So hopefully this video was helpful. Comment below, like I said, let me know, what are the answers for this? Why do they change the sins and points all the time? And do you understand which sins and points are things, or do you just go off the old labelling? Are you bothered about the new sins? And if you do bother about the new sins and points, what do you have to take out of your diet to allow yourself to still have that Sunday roast? Let me know.